So recently I uploaded a new video to my main channel about Tamers 12345, and I figured I would just sort of react or respond to some of the feedback that I received, and just sort of go over some of my thoughts on making the video and sort of why I did it. So obviously when I made this video I had no idea what to expect coming back after not posting for 2 years, and this was about what I expected, you know, like 1,000 views, and that's a really good like to dislike ratio. That's actually great. I'm really happy about that. And overall, like, just positive responses. I'm very pleased with all of that. So yeah, that's pretty great. Anyway, let's see. I'm really loving the new chapters feature. That really made this video easier to put together. These chapters were kind of long, so I think next time I can probably do a better job at separating things. The way I wrote it, the script was, there was just so much to pack in. There was so much to go through. I mean, you see all these videos that I had to watch. I watched quite a bit of them, and the video itself took me about a week to edit, I would say. I think it was about 8 days to edit from beginning to end, which I don't think was that bad. You know, I can make one of these videos probably twice a month at that rate. Well, minus the fact that I was spending quite a bit of my time editing this, so I guess if I were to be a bit healthier, I'd probably do this about once a month. But yeah, video went really well. I think there's not much in it that I regret saying. And part of that is because I did something a little different this time around. In the past, whenever I made a YouTube video, I never really showed it to anybody, especially if it was like a commentary or something I wrote. I was always just, I would usually make it in like a day or two and then just post it. And then the next day or even within that same week, I couldn't even stand to watch the video because I already felt like I said things that that weren't right. So this video, though, I had it seen by 4 or 5 different people, got some critique, and was able to fix things and remove parts that I felt like, or that they felt like shouldn't have been in, or could have been somewhat problematic. And mainly that was me trying to draw conclusions based on Tamer's personality. I ended up including some speculation in there, which was also kind of a little iffy, but I don't know, I only include that because if you were to go to a website like Kiwi Farms or some of the forums and message boards that talked about Tamers, they kind of speculated about him and whether he might be or have some sort of mental disabilities. Anyway, I want to go ahead and read some of the comments here. Let's check these out. So, I'm glad someone else found this, man. Its content is actually magical. Yeah, so that was one of the things that drove me to make this video, is that if you actually do a Google search or a YouTube search of Tamers 12345, you're not going to find really anybody except for me and Just Stop who have made videos on him. Like there's my video, then there's Just Stop, and that's pretty much it. I know that, I'm pretty sure in Justin Wang's video here he briefly mentions oh yeah, I see he's going over Sonic fan characters. You know, that's a pretty typical thing though. It's nothing like new, at least not to me. There's another Justin Wang video where he actually watches a Tamers video from like last year, I think, but it was a very brief, very brief little cameo. Other than that, yeah, there's not really many videos made on him, so I thought, you know, this will be the video I make to come back to YouTube, I guess. And yeah, so I felt pretty strongly about the topic, if you couldn't tell by the 23-minute length. Yeah. Shoot. Read some more comments here. The way he gives the characters such thick booty, yeah, he's definitely trolling. I responded to this one and pretty much just said, whether it's a troll or not, it's magnificent, which, you know, I mean, it's true. And someone said that's one dedicated troll and still very funny either way. Uncle Chuck's my favorite character. See, that's what I mean. Like, I'm over here in the video talking like, is it a troll? I don't know. Like, it's really hard to tell. Like, based on how long he's been doing the videos and just the amount of ambition that he puts into them. So if it's a troll, I mean, props to him. Like, that's insane. I don't know if that's actually scarier or not, because the amount of dedication it would take to be a troll doing everything Tamers is doing, like, he's not making much money from doing that. And yeah, he does it so often. Like, he's super consistent. So that's why I assumed that it was real, because I've seen other, like, I mean, I didn't mention it in the video, but, you know, like Chris Chan, for example, you know, he's super well known, and I know on Kiwi Farms, if you actually go to the Kiwi Farms thread, you'll see where they actually kind of talked about him being like the anti-Chris. By the way, this website, Kiwi Farms, I don't really endorse what happens on it. I was going to talk about it in the video, but I took it out. Didn't really seem like it was necessary. So you could tell they're saying like autistic Sonic and Bartleby shipper. You know, that's kind of what they're calling him. And I didn't really agree with the fact that they're just saying, yeah, he's autistic, because there's no concrete evidence of that whatsoever. There's only 6 pages on here, which pales in comparison to other locale threads that have literally thousands of pages, and this is just insane. I mean, this is like 4chan people, which I find them to be a bit nuts. So, but they did provide quite a bit of insight into how people thought of Tamers and who he is. So it did play a bit of a role in my research. The over-exaggerated butts, characters farting in other people's faces. It's, you know, not fetishistic purposes, right? Well, I mean, if it's a troll, then it's just a troll, but I'm pretty sure if it's not a troll, it's definitely a fetish. Back to the comments. Finally, he's back. Yay! Yeah. I was really nervous to make this video. Really just nervous to upload it. I sat there hovering over the public button for probably a good 10 minutes before I eventually just hit it. Learn about this guy from Just Stop. This guy has been doing this for over a decade, and if that doesn't show him not being a troll, I don't know what would. And if he actually was trolling this time, it's safe to say that that would make him even more insane than if he was genuine. See, that's what I said. I agree with that. There's a lot of dedicated trolls out there, so never toss that possibility away. I mean, I don't know that many dedicated trolls. You know, some people were in the comments section were comparing him to Chad Warden, and if you don't know who Chad Warden is, Chad Warden's a very old meme from like 2007, I think. I remember. And he was the guy that was playing this role as a PlayStation 3 fanatic, and he would just talk a bunch of shit about the Xbox 360, which at the time, you know, nobody really knew what trolling was. It was a very new thing to most people, and they could not tell that this guy was just messing around and baiting people. So everybody would make response videos to him, you know, calling him a moron, that he's such a PS3 fanboy or whatever. Yeah, so you can see right here, he sounds like another version of Chad Warden. But I don't think he is like Chad Warden, because Chad Warden disappeared from the internet after about a year of playing his little persona, and this thing has been going on for over a decade. I mean, this guy takes Chad Warden to a whole other level, if that's the case. This was great. I subscribed for the Filthy Frank video, but I'm glad this video popped up in my feed and looking forward to more content. See, that's what I like to see. You know, I like to see people that are interested in my new sort of style that I'm going for, because the old videos I used to make, which maybe I'll make a separate video on that. They're just tough to do consistently, and to keep up the quality takes up a lot of effort that I really can't afford to do. Unfortunately, like, I don't have enough income coming in for me to just sit around spending weeks of my life making videos that are only going to be about a minute and a half and earn like no ad revenue. That's the truth. And I don't know, I think that doing videos like this are a bit more fulfilling. I definitely feel like even though this video didn't get that many views or likes or recognition per se, sorry about that, it feels good. I feel like I made something meaningful, and that I brought light and attention to something or somebody that I feel like deserves to be known and seen. And that's kind of what I like to do. And I have another video I'm working on right now that's going to be kind of doing the same thing. And really it's just about people or things that I know about that not very many people seem to be talking about or have known about. It's just kind of obscure stuff that I know. Found this channel about a year ago and I couldn't believe it. I swore up and down that it's an elaborate troll, but he's been doing this for 10 years. That's straight up commitment. But some of the stuff he's doing is so crazy, stupid, perverted, and weird, I just can't mentally process it. And I mean, I think that's what most of us are honestly thinking when we see this stuff. I know personally for me, it's definitely my kind of sense of humor to an extent. Like, it's tough to explain. I think it's just the combination of the animation style and the voice work with the text-to-speech. There's something about it that just kills me. It's just so funny. Great video, just what I needed after work. Also, this guy's definitely a troll, and I have the same sense of humor. This shit is hilarious. See, man, you're drawing conclusions that are not concrete, man. We don't know if we don't know if this guy's actually trolling or if this guy's messing around. We don't. And even if we ever find out that it is, I'm not even going to feel bad for believing that it's real, because it's so freaking good. It's so freaking good that I don't even care if I'm getting played. I don't. Bro, Sonic Underground's my childhood, dude. You and Tamers, y'all need to hook up. Like, Zelda fan? Yeah. Super excited to see this in my sub box. Thanks for oh my god, dude, the love. I'm hearting every comment, by the way. Like, you guys, dude. Oh, I didn't heart this one, I'm sorry. I did respond to it though. YouTube DL was what I used. So this guy was just asking how I downloaded all the videos. And you can just look up on Google YTDL, and it's a super useful command you use for the Windows PowerShell, which is Windows PowerShell. Just gonna open it real quick. So yeah, this little command line right here. This is what you would use to run YouTube DL. And you just like run YouTube DL and then paste the link right here, and it would just download the video. It downloads the file, the actual file that was uploaded to the YouTube servers. So you're not losing any quality or any of that stuff, and it's really, really quick. But yeah. So I really appreciate you guys for accepting the content and not immediately being driven away or whatnot. I did lose like 250 subscribers from this, but I knew that was going to happen. That happens every single time. I'm going to expect that every video I post from now on is just going to continue to lose and lose and lose and lose. And that's actually fine with me, because I know eventually, as long as I keep making videos, something will get picked up in the algorithms, just something, some way or another, at some point, and we'll hopefully start to gain again. In terms of the content that I'm producing, like, I'm still making animations, I'm just not doing them full time currently. If I do end up getting like a full-time job or anything like that, uploads may slow down a tad, but this is the kind of video that I feel like I can make on the side and not be like breaking my back, because doing animation content really sucks when you have other things going on, because it takes so much time and effort to get even the smallest amount of the video done that I can spend a week working on 4 seconds of animation if I'm working on other things. And that just, I'm sorry, but feeling like you're making very little progress on a project just is not fulfilling, and it just isn't fun. No matter how much money I'm making, like I'm not really driven by money. So that's why I don't really do commissions, because then it kind of ruins the fun of what I'm doing. Ad revenue is a different thing, because that's something the YouTube platform provides. But in terms of people paying me, yeah, it's kind of rough. Like, I have trouble dealing with that, and I need to probably grow up and realize that I'm 22 years old and I need to figure that out. But right now, this is what I'm doing. I have a couple of the video ideas that I'm working on right now, and I'm just gonna start banging them out. Boom, boom, boom. So I appreciate you guys for watching this and checking it out. Also checking out the second channel I'm working on. So yeah, thank you guys.